Welcome to Reading with Mrs. Cox. This story is called Dell's Butterflies. Let's begin. Dell wore a very long face at the breakfast table. It was Monday morning at the start of summer, and the weather was beautiful. However, Dell wouldn't be playing outside or swimming in the community pool today. You see, he was grounded for a whole week. We hate doing this, Dell, Mom explained, but it's the third time you've taken off for the afternoon without letting us know where you are. It was hard to be sore at Mom, but Dell felt really sore about this. After breakfast, Mom said, "Cheer up, Dell. You should look at this week as an opportunity to learn some new things about yourself." Dell did not find this speech at all convincing. He went out the back door and flopped on the bench in Mom's garden. A good place to mope, Dell thought. Suddenly, a spot of circle in the corner of his eye caught his attention. Dell turned his head sharply. There, as big as a kite, was a butterfly with yellow wings. "Mom!" shouted Dell. "I just saw the most beautiful butterfly." At once, Mom came out the back door and said, "What did you see, Dell?" As Dell talked, Mom nodded her head and said, "That's a tiger swallowtail. I planted flowers and shrubs that attract butterflies, and I'm hoping you'll see many more varieties if you pay attention. Say, that nice Mr. Lopez next door used to be an entomologist, an insect scientist, before he retired. I bet he could share some useful information with you. I'll give him a call." Minutes later, Mom brought Mr. Lopez out into the garden. As he handed a pile of books to Dell, Mr. Lopez said, "These will help you identify your butterflies, Dell. I also have a kit for capturing butterflies." "Thanks, Mr. Lopez," Dell said, "but that sounds kind of mean. I think I'll stick to photographing them." After Mr. Lopez left, Dell armed himself with a camera and butterfly books. Every so often, Mom would hear yelling from the garden, such as, "That's a red admiral," or "I just saw a monarch." The week flew by, but by Saturday, Dell had found 15 kinds of butterflies, and he had pictures to prove it. "Dell, I have an idea," said Mom. "Let's make a book of butterflies you have found. I think the county museum might be interested in your work." "Cool," piped Dell. Let's go to the questions. Number 13. Why is Dell upset with his mother at the beginning of the story? So you have to go to the beginning of the story and find out why he's sore, or that's another word for upset. A, she forgot it was his birthday. B, she told him he had to make his own breakfast. C, she has grounded him. Or D, she won't let him play soccer. Find it in the beginning of the story. Number 14, what was the cause of Dell's being grounded for a whole week? F, he got a bad grade in math. G, he stayed out too late. H, he did not do his chores for several days. Or J, he didn't let his parents know where he was going. Why was Dell grounded? Number 15, after breakfast, Dell goes to school. B, into the garden. C, into his room. Or D, to the basement. Number 16, what happens as a result of Dell calling to his mother? F, Mr. Lopez drops by for a visit. G, his mother gets frightened. H, Dell is grounded for a week. Or J, his mother comes out into the garden. So a result is what happens. Dell calls out to his mom by saying, "Mom!" And then what does she do? One of these options. 17, why is Dell's backyard full of butterflies? A, it's been a hot summer with lots of rain. B, Dell's mother has planted flowers to attract butterflies. C, the insects are attracted to the color that the house is painted. Or D, his next door neighbor studies insects. Why is the backyard full of butterflies? 18, why does Mr. Lopez come to visit Dell? F, he thinks that Dell has knocked down his bird feeder. G, he's tutoring Dell in science. H, Dell's mom asks him to talk to Dell about butterflies. Or J, he wants to wish Dell a happy birthday. Number 19, Dell politely refuses Mr. Lopez's offer of the kit for capturing butterflies because A, he does not want to hurt them, meaning the butterflies. Or B, he strongly dislikes Mr. Lopez. C, his mother doesn't want him to take it. Or D, he doesn't think that Mr. Lopez is serious about his offer. Number 20 is probably the most difficult question on the whole test. It doesn't come right out and say the answer. Let's discuss this. 20. Which word best describes Dell's mom? Now, it doesn't come right out and say Dell's mom is. You have to think about how she's treating Dell. Okay, F is sympathetic. That means that you are caring and you comfort them and you try to help them feel like they're still loved. G means uncaring. That's a negative word. It means they don't care one bit. H is distracted. It is a negative word, which means they don't pay attention to you. Or J means selfish. That's a negative word, meaning they don't care and they steal all the chocolate. But in all seriousness, this selfish word is negative, distracted is negative, and uncaring is negative, while sympathetic is positive. So you need to just figure out which one of those words best describe Dell's mother. Please make sure your name's on the test. If there's any questions, please ask me and turn in your paper. Thank you.